let's say we sell my house for $50,000. We have a $50,000 loss. We all understand that? What do you think the mortgage company gets to do? Either on the PMI that the homeowner's paying for or the underlying insurance that a conventional is. Common sense is they're going to collect this, right? They get to collect 85% of the value of the contract
From who?
from the underlying insurance company
If they short sell.
if they short sell. They foreclose, that formula drops drastically.
Do you know approximately what
They
percentage?
say it's under 50%. Under 50%. Now, if I'm a bank, I want to do a short sale. The problem is they are so screwed up on how they do their process, there's no common sense. About January or so, late January, early February, Bank of America called me, one of the places out of Texas, and says, Rick, you guys do a lot of short sales. What would you recommend how we change our process? Don't ask me that. I said, this is 3 basic steps. Number 1, look at the offer. Is the offer close to fair market value today? Yes, proceed to step number 2. Does the homeowner have any cash? Yes or no? Number 3, approve it, waive deficiency, and get this thing done in 3 weeks. You know what they said to me? We never looked at it that way. What? Guys, it's common sense. It's not going to change. They don't know what's doing, what this person's doing. Guarantee the people that we talk to on a daily basis, their IQ is their age. They're terrible. My staff has broken 18 phones last year. They get so fed up with the bank lying to them and not knowing what's going on, they slam the phone down. I hear it. They're yelling. They're screaming. I do keep Jack Daniels in the freezer. I give them a little shot. You can call the office. They'll tell you it's there. Go take a shot. Calm down. Now get your butt back to work.
Rick, I'm not going to tell anybody that that's a fully stocked bar right next to you.
That has a lock on it.
It does.
Ours doesn't. All I get a text. Refrigerator's empty because I can't. If I buy it, I get hammered at work. Whatever. So this is interesting. The banks want to do it because they make a ton of money, and if they go after the insurance company, they still could come after the homeowner. So they double dip.
So,
It's sad.
2 worlds of difference here. You say the bank wants to do it. The bank doesn't have the say. The investors have the say.
Right, that's
Well,
what my question.
I say bank slash investor. They're kind of the one. When we negotiate, the ultimate decision maker is the investor. The bank is a go-between. They service it, which you send your payment to Bank.
No, I got that, but
Right.
I don't see that happening right
No.
now. It just took a dip. The investors are just pulling the plug on this. Same.
It's because the investors now got in their head. The market's back. We can get more. Give you one that just happened. Gentleman out on the Grand Rapids side, what's that state, on the water, had a mortgage for $6 million. This house was unbelievable. He tried to do a loan modification. He says, keep it at the $6 million, just reduce my interest rate to 1% for 5 years and take me back to current market and I can afford this. Bank says, no, we're not going to do it. He then lists it. We get an offer for $2 million. Guy does not have any income. He's retired. We're thinking, okay, what are they going to do? Bank denies it. Why did they deny it? They think they can get more. Gentleman's got a legit hardship, but they know they can get more money. House goes to foreclosure, can't close the deal. He gets evicted. The bank calls us about 9 months later and says, would your seller or person we evicted, would they be interested in taking this house back over? I said, sure, let me call them. I said, I can't believe they're offering this to you. He said, yeah. Tell them I want 0% interest, a $1 million loan. And guess what the bank did? They gave it to him.
Why don't you call me first?
Huh?
No income, how can you qualify for the loan?
They had no choice, they had nobody biting on they couldn't anybody biting on this house. It was vacant.
No income, he's gonna default on that one.
Huh?
No income, he's gonna default on that one.
So they gave him the shot. He's got a ton of assets, but it's retirement. They can't ask you to go into retirement. They can only go off income coming in. So, again, there's no common sense to what they do, and we have to understand. At the very beginning, I showed here, they've heard of another example. It's
I
just,
apologize for my
there's
tardiness.
no common sense. Common sense, if they would just inject it in 50% of their people, these things would be going like this. And when you put heat to the bank saying, you know what, we're going to sue you. You know what the bank say? Show me your mortgage documents where we have to do a short sale. It's not in there. They gotcha. They don't care. They don't care. I called on one, I says, listen, man, we're so close. We had a first and a second mortgage. Second mortgage wanted X, first mortgage will only give X. Common sense says, I'll give you an example, the example. The second mortgage wanted $3,500. The first mortgage only allowed $3,000. Common sense brings $500 in somewhere, right? First lender said, absolutely not. Nobody can bring money in. If they bring money in, we want it. So we go back to the second. Hey, will you reduce it? Can they give you $500 now and give me a new approval letter? Nope, got to have $3,500 on the hug. That deal blew apart over $500. Come on, wait a minute. But things like that happen. There's no common sense on that end. So somebody, I'm going to put my feet in the sand and not move. Well, look what's going to happen. And when I went to them, I said, listen, you got a seller, we're $500 away, and they're willing to pay that. So you're going to let the sellers get evicted. You're going to let the buyers have been waiting for 90 plus days. They already sold their house. Everybody's ready. Come on. And I said, we're going to lose the buyer. You know what they said? Do you want me to close this file? What are we going to do here? Well, if we might lose the buyer, I'll close it. That's okay. Well, no, I want you to close it. We want to get it approved. No, it is what it is. So, you know, these are examples. There is no common sense to these things. You just got to constantly bug them and bug them and bug them, and that's what we do.
I have a
All right.
quick question.
Yes.
Does the price of the home, the sale, the short sale price affect that 85%?
Yeah, what they'll do is they'll say, okay, 85% of 300 grand is X minus the net of what they got. Let's say in my example, they netted $50,000 minus $50,000, and that's what the insurance company will give the check to the investor for.
Okay, so the higher is better. I mean, they want,
Well, it's a percent of the value of the original mortgage. Not what you borrowed, the value of the mortgage, and the value is all interest. Any questions on any of that? Are we learning anything?
yeah.
Okay. All right, went over judgments. All right. All right, how are you going to get more listings? Obviously, you've got to get out there. Go down to the county courthouse. Get everybody that's starting to default. They print that out. I don't know what the list was. Somebody said it was $5. You go get the list. They call them insertions. These are people that are struggling. Or get the word out, network. Hey, if you're struggling with your mortgage, not sure what to do, call me. I'll sit down with you. You've got to get these people, because human nature is if I don't understand it or I'm in trouble, I don't know what to do, they just cover their eyes, keep on telling themselves it's going to get better. You have to peel their hands away. Yes?
Some people think that because they have money in the bank, I mean, if they have no income, low income, they qualify even if they have money in the bank or
Okay,
reserve.
good point. Who qualifies and who doesn't? Honestly, I don't know. We had somebody that is in Lansing, a muckety-muck, way up there in Lansing in our great government. I was always taught you have to have a financial hardship. Financial hardship consists of loss of income, reduction in income, death, health, have to relocate more than 50 miles away from current home for a job or to keep your job. Well, this individual in Lansing sent us a short sale. I says, it's not going to get approved, but I'll submit it. After his expenses, his 4 maids, his 5